In the quiet town of Willow Creek, nestled amidst rolling hills and babbling brooks, lived a young woman named Sarah. Sarah was a curious soul, always seeking new adventures and experiences. One day, while wandering through the town's antique shop, she stumbled upon a painting that caught her attention. The painting was a portrait of a young woman with piercing blue eyes and a mysterious smile. She was dressed in a flowing white gown and her hair cascaded down her shoulders in gentle waves. Sarah was immediately drawn to the painting, feeling a strange connection to the woman depicted within. Intrigued, Sarah decided to purchase the painting and take it home with her. She hung it in her living room, directly across from her couch, where she could admire it whenever she wanted. As the days went by, Sarah began to notice strange things happening around her. She would often catch glimpses of the woman in the painting staring back at her, her eyes following her every move. She would also hear faint whispers coming from the direction of the painting, as if the woman were trying to communicate with her. One night, Sarah was alone in her living room, reading a book by the fireplace. As she looked up from her book, she was startled to see the woman in the painting step out of the frame and walk towards her. Sarah's heart pounded with fear as she watched the woman approach her, her eyes fixed on Sarah's with an eerie intensity. Just as the woman was about to reach Sarah, she suddenly disappeared, leaving behind a trail of shimmering light. Sarah was left trembling in her seat, her mind reeling from the encounter. From that day on, Sarah was never the same. She was constantly haunted by the image of the woman in the painting, her eyes following her every move, her whispers echoing in her ears. She was convinced that the woman was trying to tell her something, but she couldn't understand what it was. One day, as Sarah was cleaning her apartment, she noticed a small, hidden compartment behind the painting. Inside the compartment, she found a diary written in the woman's handwriting. The diary revealed the woman's tragic story, her love for a man who was taken from her, and her desperate attempt to reach out to the living world. Sarah was heartbroken by the woman's story, but she was also relieved to finally understand her intentions. She knew that the woman was not trying to harm her, but rather to connect with someone who could understand her pain. Sarah decided to keep the diary and the painting, treasuring them as a reminder of the woman's story and the power of love and connection. She also promised to share the woman's story with others so that her memory would live on.